The first part of the contingency that we're going to talk about is the middle part, which is behavior. So the B in ABC stands for behavior. So let's talk about what is behavior. This may seem like a very obvious concept, but it's more than you think. Behavior is anything that a person does. Think of an action that you've done, any action. This is behavior. Behavior doesn't just mean bad or negative behaviors like crying, yelling, whining, hitting. It also refers to good or positive behaviors that people are doing, like cleaning, reading, writing, sleeping, talking. I think you get the idea. Basically, behavior must pass what's called the dead man's test, meaning if a dead person does it, it's not behavior. We also want to talk about behavior as something that a person is doing rather than something that they're not doing. For example, saying a child is not attending or not listening, that is not behavior. We want to talk about what they are doing so that we might see them looking out the window or talking to a friend. So they might not be listening, but they're doing something else. And that's what we want to focus on because that's behavior. So when we talk about behavior in ABA, we want to focus on actions that we can actually observe someone doing. This allows us to be able to describe the behavior in what we say are observable and measurable terms. So observable means that we can actually see it happening, and measurable means that we can actually count and measure the behavior so that we can find out how much of the behavior is happening or how much of it is not happening. For example, if a teacher tells a parent that their child was aggressive today at school, that really doesn't tell us a whole lot. As a parent, I would want to know what exactly my child was doing. Were they hitting? Were they biting? Were they punching? Were they kicking? Or were they maybe just giving someone dirty looks? Alternatively, if a teacher tells a parent that their child was working hard today in math, what exactly does that mean? Did they complete 100% of their math questions or 20%? Having a clear picture of what exactly the behavior is provides us with a starting point for be able to determine specific goals and outcomes in relation to that behavior.